I was gonna say we're both missing in action today, but no. Um, where are you? Um, you can't be under the you can't be under the table again. The trick just no.
Hello? I am.
Oh God, you're a giant.
Hi.
The giant woman will kill us all.
Giant bunny.
Well, okay. All right, get back down to size. Pipsqueak.
Now I'm too small.
You're you're fun sized.
There we go.
Ah, but why are you?
What?
Oh, okay. So, good morning. It is 2:30 in the morning at time of recording. So, but depending on when you're watching this, it could be the afternoon, evening, or night. So, happy time zone. Digimon Seekers 1-18 is finally here, and it is the final part of Chapter 1. You must be delighted.
Yay!
We're going into Chapter 2 next week.
Finally. But then you pointed out to me that our numbering system is going to be all messed
up.
Oh,
yeah, our number...
So now I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah, our numbering system is fecked because 19 is going to be the start of Chapter 2.
Yeah.
For these mini-sodes. Whereas, you know, had we gotten up to 1-19, Chapter 2 could have been 20, and that wouldn't have been so bad.
Yeah, because it would have been, Chapter 2.02, like,
yeah,
2-1-2.
But we'd only get to 2-9 before it messed up anyway.
Yeah, true.
So the bandage was going to have to come off at some point.
Yeah.
So we got introduced to Yulin finally.
Yes, finally.
And she has Ryutamon as her partner.
Yeah, we were only saying last week that maybe she didn't even have a partner.
Yeah, she'd just be the commander who just sort of divvies the orders out.
Yeah, but... just the chief rather than like an officer.
Yeah. But we also kind of posited that, like, because there's the two SOC members that we don't know who they are. And we there's the one that looks like Chris Redfield and the one that has like the purple tips in his hair.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, the other two clearly belong to them.
Yeah.
But no, we have
has the other one.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So one prototype Digimon with the Sons of Chaos, one prototype Digimon within the Digipolice, and AG is caught in the middle. I kind of like that though.
There's one for crime, one for police, and one for research.
Yeah. One for crime. Hey Dorumon, you're purple, right? Be gay, do crimes. So welcome to the Cokeround Podcast. My name is AJ, joined along by my co-host Miss Megmon.
Hello.
And yeah, so on the Lugamon bracelet, I have Soul Lugamon now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. We're nearly at mega level. And then I get to do it all over again because I want Cargo Dramon. That's why I get to do it all over again soon. Per Geo Greymon, though, he has not been allowed to evolve since because the puppy has taken all my attention. But yeah, this was a chapter.
Yeah.
They remembered Leon exists.
Yeah, they did. When I got down to that part, at first I thought they were talking about
AG. I thought he was back in his apartment.
Yeah.
But then the conversation about it being owned by his mentor just didn't track. I was like, wait, what? That's new.
At first I was like, did Ryusenji move him?
Yeah.
As well. Like, did Ryusenji... He said something about Pulsemon, and I was like, oh, it's you.
Yeah. That's cool.
Ryusenji just moving him into his house.
Yeah. It'd be so weird. I still think Ryusenji has something to do with the bigger plot.
I was about to say plot twist. The mentor is Ryusenji.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny. Like he's just pitting everyone against each other. Like, yeah, for science. Yeah, that'd be fun. We have I'm concerned about the writing in this one. Like it's not, and this isn't even from a typoing level.
Yeah,
But there's a few of those.
Yeah.
They say repulsed when they mean repelled. Very gets translated as berry.
Yeah. They also call Yulin mannish.
Yeah.
Isn't exactly a word.
No, they say she has mannish, very very short hair.
Well, they say mannish berry.
Yeah, well, yes,
so.
but
you'd say manly more than mannish.
Well, I guess it's meant to, it's not quite man. It's, I've heard mannish being used outside of this. Mannish is a term that gets used.
That reminds me of
Oh, you're very mannish, aren't you? It's a very mannish way of doing things. It's not grammatically correct, but it is used.
I don't think I've heard it.
Not well, just because you haven't doesn't mean it's not real.
If I have heard it, I've gone, that's not a word.
Yeah, well, again,
I heard a word today that wasn't a word. On the back of our the stuff we had for dinner, it said to put into an ovenable tray.
Ovenable.
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 An ovenable tray.
That is a translation error and a half there. I mean, I dig it. Ovenable.
An ovenable tray, yeah.
That's not real.
Put the wedges in an ovenable tray.
That's not real.
It is. It said it on the back of the wedges.
No, I mean the word ovenable. That's not a real word, is it?
No, it's not a real word.
Did you go looking?
No, but it's not a real word. It's just called an oven tray.
Ovenable.
Ovenable. Like microwavable is a word. Yeah. Nobody says ovenable.
No. But yeah, so they call Yulin mannish, which I'm just like,
that's insulting.
That is insulting.
You can have short hair and not look like a man.
Yeah, and it comes back to a talking point that we had a few weeks ago about Satsuki and just how she's written women are just deplorable.
Yeah, and even it goes back again with even the way AG, I was gonna say Ryusenji, AG was even treating the
receptionist.
Yeah.
There's
a running theme of not liking women in this.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird that it keeps happening.
It's we have had all of 3 women in this series so far, and all 3 of them the audience has been told to has been given cues to not like them for some reason.
Yeah, and with the receptionist, she was being kind of cold to AG at first, right?
Yeah.
That was, he didn't kind of like that, and then he got all cocky or whatever.
Yeah.
Then Satsuki, that was all her and AG and Lugumon. So there's 2, but Yulin hasn't entered it.
But even Satsuki on the beach. Even Satsuki on the beach episode.
Yeah, but it's other people interacting with her.
Yeah.
But this is she's just being described by the writer.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, she's mannish.
Yeah. And then there's that weird line where it's even though her name is Chinese, she is Japanese. Don't worry, guys. She's actually Japanese. You can like her.
Yeah.
I don't want it to go there, but that's how that felt.
That's the way it reads, yeah.
Especially considering we're watching Tamers and Yamaki is being a bit like that regards to Chinese names.
Yeah, he keeps mispronouncing them on purpose.
Yeah, or misreading them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not how we say it here.
Yeah, he's that's what I mean, on purpose. Yeah, he's he knows how it's said, and he's like, no, we pronounce it this way.
Yeah.
It's well, you don't get to decide how someone else's name is pronounced.
Yeah. That's not how those characters are read here, or whatever he said to Henry's dad. But
with the fact that he did it to both of them.
Yeah. With Henry, you'd almost forgive it in that he just read it and saw a thing and went, sure.
And said it, but he had been corrected on it, and then he went to his father, knowing it was his father.
Yeah.
And said the same thing.
Yeah.
Even worse.
But it's the bit that makes it even worse is that's not how it's read here.
Yeah.
It's that in particular that makes it.
Yeah.
That's
kind of the way that sentence reads. I don't it's only a little sentence, but it just comes off really strange.
Yeah.
There was no need to mention it.
No.
At all.
Why can't she be Chinese?
Yeah.
Is there a now again, I don't know Japanese politics. I'm not going to pretend to know Japanese politics, but you see a lot about China in the news, and First Party and all that and all that, and there's a lot of political baggage there. Let's say,
Yeah.
is it something that like a Chinese woman of all things couldn't be the head of this Japanese police division?
Possibly.
But then why give her the Chinese name? She clearly has to have a Chinese mother or father,
Yeah, like if you're gonna be weird about it, just don't write it in there.
And then they gave her the most Japanese Digimon.
Yeah. Yeah.
The most Japanese one.
Yeah, like why not just give her a Japanese name and be done with it? Like, is it gonna come into it later?
Yeah, that's why I kind of hope so, because they've made such a big deal out of it now.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like the way it's written.
No.
So I don't know. Maybe
like they set her up to fail, and it's like she walked on set and they went, "You."
Yeah, it's very odd. Like, if you're gonna be weird about her being Chinese, just don't make her Chinese.
Yeah.
She's a fictional character. Like, you're writing her.
Yeah.
Why are you writing like? Oh, I don't know.
No, it took me out of it for a second.
Yeah, it did, because it seemed like I was listening to the writer, not
the world, the universe around them. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're talking about all like the laws or the lack of laws to do with Digimon.
Yeah, and that was a good way to start it, because it's sort of reinforcing that the digital world is this. It's not that it's a no man's land, but it hasn't been charted yet. There's no legal definitions for how you treat Digimon, because 90% of the world doesn't know that they are sentient beings.
Yeah, and also the people who are dealing with them and researching them don't know if they're like alive or just digital programming alive.
Yeah. I think that was a really nice way to start it off.
Yeah.
To sort of to give you that sort of sense of morality around the universe that's being built here, and sort of like the talking points that they're really sort of going to look at more and more as this goes on.
And it kind of leads in from when Satsuki was all shouting, "I'm going to arrest you," and he's like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then she realized, oh no, you didn't. Shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I know they've said before, there's gray areas and there's things like the police have law, they have jurisdiction if you're doing crimes involving Digimon, but
yeah,
a lot of that is gray area because it depends on what you do with them.
Yeah, because even the poachers back on the beach, like Satsuki could really only get involved because they were Japanese poachers.
Yeah.
Like if they were
even
British or Irish poachers, Satsuki wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one wonders, really, like, do people see that as a crime? Stealing digital eggs?
Sorry, my brain just went to imagining what a Digimon Garda Shiakana would look like.
What would they have?
Just a Commandramon with Garda on their helmets instead of police.
No high-vis jackets.
Yeah, no guns.
No guns, no.
Because we don't use them.
We don't have, our police don't even have guns unless it's like a proper emergency.
Unless like a task force requirement, yeah.
But no, you don't see any police here just randomly walking around with guns.
No. Taser at best.
Yeah, that's about it.
But the baton.
The baton, yeah. Oh my god. I need art. I need someone to draw.
Mandramon with a taser and a baton.
Yeah, just in a guard.
Now, lad.
Because it'd look like, when a child dresses up as a guard for Halloween or something. That's what he'd look like. I don't know who'd be good at drawing that, but I need to figure that out and get it drawing because that sounds hilarious to me.
But,
especially considering how bad our cybercrime divisions in general are.
Yeah. Although I am sort of that we have fan art this week, and one of them is a Digi Police Manzaimon, and it is just wearing a high vis jacket. So I can't wait to look at that properly. I just seen the thumbnail earlier. I was like, but yeah. So we're sort of getting off track here. So Yulin's introduced. She has a Ryudamon. There, she gets talking with Satsuki about her encounter with the code cracker who can mind link, and There was a bit where Satsuki's like, not Satsuki, Yulin's like, I'm really impressed you managed to get his name so soon, and she's just like,
Mm.
yeah, he kind of just gave it to me, and they're both like, I don't know if he's really stupid or really smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Satsuki, you can tell she's kind of thinking in her head, "Oh, I gave him my name too. Let's not talk about that, please.
yeah,
I told him everything." Shh. And then because Yulin calls him a moron,
yeah.
oh, what does she say? Where is it? I can't tell if he's really smart or really stupid. My
Yeah.
guess is that he's a very skilled moron, and yeah. Then Satsuki's embarrassed because this so-called moron sent her her new I want to the infirmary.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. But just sorry, back to Yulin's introduction just for a second.
Mm.
Um. Where is it gone? So she wears minimal makeup and is called the Demon Squad Leader because of her sharp eyes and flawless work record. God forbid
Mm.
a woman actually be diligent at her job, right?
Yeah, it makes her a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't wear makeup.
Mm.
How rude.
She's not like the other girls.
No. Okay, Nijax. I'm not like most girls. But yeah, so we
But that's
learned
the
that.
thing, like they're making it out like I'm surprised they're not going and she's definitely a lesbian, you know?
Yeah, or like
They're
they're
trying
not
to give
even.
her a kind of a butch persona because she's the head of the police.
Yeah,
The head of that department of the police, like.
yeah, because you can't have her and Satsuki be tomboys.
Yeah, they can't
But
both be like super cute, you know. I know
I don't
Satsuki's
know.
annoying as but you know.
Yeah, I mean they're different. They're different levels of cute, but
Yeah, but you know what I mean. They can't both be the same kind of cute. One of them
yeah,
has to be.
but it's
Yulin is hot.
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, she is.
in the same way that oh, what's her name? We were talking about this. What I thought Yulin reminded me of was the woman in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh yeah,
She plays she's like the gym teacher in Glee, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, her.
Or or King from Tekken. Is it no King of Fighters? Sorry,
King of Fighters.
yeah, King in King of
King and
Fighters
Tekken
is the
lion.
yeah. That's why I was
Yeah.
like no, the other one. Uh
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Sort of I got those kind of vibes from her.
Yeah.
Like even the artwork that they used this week, you wouldn't like doesn't paint her out to be this like this overly butch um
Yeah, like she's
did I not save the image for this week? I thought I did.
uh, oh no, that's
Yeah, no, let's don't worry about that.
no.
No, I must have just it was just what I saved it to my phone for making the thumbnail for this week. It must have
Yeah.
been. So I'll grab it now. But even the image that like used this week, they don't like. She just looks like a girl.
Yeah. Like you could call her boyish perhaps, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
go with mannish.
Yeah.
Like she has the cute hairstyle. Got kind of mommy vibes going on. Oh.
Don't know how that happened. Oh, I do know how that happened. Because on the live show we were showing the translation for the Dreamers promo,
Yeah, we
and
have
I
to
think I
move it
just
up,
moved.
yeah.
Yeah, I just moved it out of the way. So that's. But yeah, like that's. I love I love Ryudamon's expression here.
Yeah.
He doesn't look derpy, but like he
He
does
does
look
seem
like Doggo.
yeah, he does. He really looks like a dog. He just looks like military style woman.
Yeah.
Like not nothing manly about her, like
No.
but there's a certain type of man that would look at her and go, oh, she's very manly and you know, she don't wear makeup because you know she's a man and
I just realized something,
what?
and especially since especially just because going live tomorrow.
Oh,
Just need to move the image down here to the sources. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
The flick of hair over the eye.
Oh yeah.
But now Yulin's on the show. Hi, Yulin.
I'll just leave then. Bye, everyone.
Because the new model has that flick as well.
Yeah.
But no, I guess it's too boy. I guess it's just too boyish. Why did that not pop?
Here we go.
There. Yeah. So they like they're being very weird about her.
Yeah.
In the writing. Also, I do love just how massive Ryudamon is.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was probably about that size in Ghost Game as well, but this image just really puts it in perspective. Like, he doesn't even look hololized. He looks real.
Yeah, he just looks like he's straight up there. Like, he's not a hologram at all.
Yeah, and you know what I think it is as well? This image is in color.
Yeah.
Every
other
image is like
that
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the Lugarmon, like Lugarmon's evolution image was in color.
Yeah.
But the one with all the Digimon cheering him on, that was still blue. And they're not in. And haven't we seen a hololized Lugarmon in Eiji's apartment early on? Am I misremembering?
Did we see that, or was that just described? We'd have to look back on it, I guess. Oh, that one? Are you looking up at him?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, that might be that one. Might be that one, yeah.
Yeah, see, he's got the lines going through him like a VHS tape.
Yeah. And he's got, like, the little, like, specks around him.
Yeah. He's so cute.
Oh, he is. He's adorable. He's such an He's such an Angie boy, though. So
his personality is just such a grumpy old man.
Oh yeah, no, it really is.
But he looks like baby.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see like I can't wait to get more of like Ryudamon, because Ryudamon seems very chill in this one.
He looks like he'd be like Tentomon. Like not as master may I serve you kind of, but I don't know, he's got that kind of wisdom thing to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Like he's got a little bit of a dirt face, like a dog staring at something, but
yeah, no, I get what you mean.
he looks like when he actually speaks, he's gonna say something really clever.
Yeah.
Did everything unlock?
So
yeah. Yeah, I need more writing about her before obviously we can
like write off the writers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so far it's reading like they don't like women very much. I don't know.
So
girls got them cooties.
Yeah. So we carry on anyway. We learn that Section 11 is like the size of a normal police department. That's a smaller organization designed to conceal the existence of Digimon internally and externally. Fine.
Conceal its own existence.
Well, yeah. That too. A police department developed to conceal its own existence.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like that whole thing in Star Trek. The whole thing's Discovery is based on.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saintia show has a similar thing where the goddess has 5 bodyguards that are female saints. They're like a hit squad. Now, generally in Saint Seiya lore, female saints have to wear a mask. But these ones don't. I guess that I honestly think they threw that rule out the window just for the purposes of a manga, because it started as a manga. You can't have 5 masked protagonists.
Yeah.
But then one of the later animes throws that rule out the window as well. The female character just goes, "Yeah, I'm not doing this," and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, but no, there is a thing in Star Trek. There's always been this. I think it's called Section 8.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like the Men in Black kind of space, but you know the government knows about them. They're like a department in the government, but they've always not existed. You know, if they like they can just black bag you and you're gone.
Right.
Kind of that kind of organization.
Right.
But then Discovery is all about how that whole situation happened. Basically, Discovery had to do something that involved time travel,
Yeah,
or something like that. I can't really remember the
time
basis
travel.
of the show, but they were written out of existence. Like the government wiped all records of them and everything. That's as far as I got now. There might be more after that, but but that's how this secret department and secret ship and secret crew was all.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this. They recruited people to it from internally to make this department, and they just have to pretend they're regular cops.
Yeah. Then we get the line about, because they're talking about Lugamon and Lugarmon. So it repulsed the Commandramon squadron.
I just walked off and went, ugh.
Was that Lugarmon or Numamon?
We were all repulsed by Numamon.
So like they're saying, like they've got a dangerous code cracker on their hands, and yeah, Satsuki's like, yeah, those bastards also digivolved into a Lugarmon on the spot and sent my Numamon to the infirmary. And then we have the thing about I'm amazing.
I'm amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazing. You managed to get his real name so quickly. Christ, like, did nobody proofread this?
They never do.
No.
We have to stop expecting that they will.
Bastards.
Is Yulin an indoor boy?
Oh, you had to be there. I'm not explaining that joke again. Or mistranslation again.
We went through that on this, didn't we?
Yeah,
yeah,
it was. So. It was an episode of this. We went through that, yeah.
So he's a skilled moron.
Yeah. And even Yulin's like, yeah, you think he'd have like a code name, an alias or something?
Oh, he did. He did tell her the alias.
Yeah, like
you might just forget my name. That's it.
And she went, sure, it'll save me having to remember it.
Yeah.
So like the Codecracker Fang doesn't get the idea of that doesn't get brought up here at all. But it really does appear to be his name. Can't tell if really smart or really stupid. My guess he's a very skilled moron. That was my first impression of him. And yeah, she looks at sent her so-called moron sent to the Numamonte Infirmary. So we learn the police force is a tight-knit organization, and then whenever a police officer's life is in danger, the entire organization does everything in its power to catch the culprit. This is to gain an advantage. If not done, the police as a whole will lose face, leading to further damage in the future.
That's kind of how they operate now.
That is kind of how police operate now. You mess with they turn into New Yorkers.
Yeah.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Worst New York accent I think I've ever done, but you know.
Those who defy the police are to be stomped out.
Oh, yeah. I really hope that this is the Section 11 mentality and not the writers' sort of, pro-police mentality. And this isn't the place to get into an ACAB discussion.
Yeah.
There are...
No, I would hope that it is it's the writer writing from the perspective of this particular police department, not cops as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, because you're only reiterating what I was going to say anyway, because, what was it this? We were saying, oh, there was fucking... Yeah, was it this, or was there something else we were watching or talking about where... no, it was this, because we were talking about how, the authoritarianism and just sort of the subserviism to the police and that element of things. So it does seem to be lining up with...
Oh yeah, because it was something about going against the state powers. 18 seconds they have your name, you're on their radar now or whatever.
Yeah, so it does seem it seems to be keeping in line with that, I suppose.
Yeah, but again, I hope that's just fictional in universe, not the writer going, yeah, we should have an authoritarian nation.
Yes,
That's really hard to say.
It is. Stomp out the non-believers.
Mm.
Ooh. There is it
If the
law and
writer,
order needs to be maintained, but the system needs to be burnt and started over.
yeah, but it's weird that so far things we've picked up on in this is that women are kind of disliked.
Yeah.
There's a slight bit of racism in there.
Yeah.
Well, it reads as racism. And now pro-police. I'm like, doing the Homer pulling the collar. What's happening?
Is cancel culture going to be the final boss?
I'm like, are we just reading? Is the translation bad and making it come across like this? Or is the writing, are we correct and reading into it the way it's... Maybe they didn't intend it to come out like this, but are we reading the writers?
Are we are we reading the writer's thoughts, or is it just a case that the environment that we find ourselves in today's day and age is skewing towards the upheaval of so much of that? Like as I said, like law and order should be maintained, but the systems in place need to be burned to the ground and they need to be rebuilt. So are we are we just kind of looking at it from this perspective where that upheaval is kind of starting to happen and there is that back and forth, especially I'm not going to call countries out and I'm not getting into the politics of any particular country, but like a lot of what you're seeing in like America, where the police might be a bit too trigger happy.
Yeah.
Or you've got countries where the state power is a bit too authoritarian and does stomp out the non-believers.
Yeah.
So are we looking at it from that perspective, or is it?
I guess the real world seeping into this and making it come across worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting discussion. It's not one I want to have at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
but there is I wouldn't mind setting time aside. If there was a week break on Seekers between like 1 and 19, 118 and 2, that'd be an interesting talking point to sort of go, okay, well, these are the themes of it so far, and discuss that out.
Even if we read it as a whole, not out on stream or anything, we read the whole lot of it as a whole and see if we could still pick that up and then read the fan translation and see if the themes kind of match.
Yeah.
Like if we're just picking something up that's not actually there in the words, in what it's really saying.
No, of course.
It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, we need a break in the story for it to do
that. Because right now between Cross Wars, Tamers, and Seekers, we just don't have that room.
And then our respective other channels that we stream on as well. So
yeah, it's just it is an interesting couple of talking points that I would at some stage like to investigate or examine further. So we finally get into the bit from the trailer.
Yes, so she was giving upsets.
Yeah, for exceeding the K line.
The K line, yeah.
Now, they don't tell you what the K line is. Well, they kind of do, but then they mention the L line, and it's like, is there a whole alphabet of lines here?
Yeah, it says further down that it's something to do with a sport. Like your yellow cards and your red cards. That's what they're called.
Oh.
But I don't know if it's... I'll have to scroll down there and see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So morons are one thing, which you exceeded the K line again. How many times has it been this year? So we did see her get given out to this on the beach episode as well.
Oh, excuse me.
And then we get into like you could only spend 6 minutes insomnium stuff because your mental data it attaches to the Digicore, which that's a terrifying notion. The idea of becoming attached to a Numamon.
Yeah. Like, does she just become the Numamon at that point?
Maybe. Or does the Numamon just absorb her?
Yeah, because it just, like it says, it's life-threatening. And I'm like, so does your body just die then? Well,
they kind of... Remember at the start of this, we were like, oh, this is very Cyber Sleuth. They Cyber Sleuth this again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be like that. Like
they're in this like they have
it's
Eden syndrome.
yeah, it's just like a coma, but there's nothing in there to wake up.
No, and
Mm.
Cyber Sleuth was kind of the same way, or
Yeah,
but even like
it's kind of like in a horror movie, the soul is not there; it gets soul
yeah,
back into the body, kind of thing.
yeah, but even like outside of like Cyber Sleuth, it reminds me of things like Dot Hack,
Mm.
the better Sword Art Online.
Mm.
Yeah, I went there. Fight me.
Mm.
Um, so because there was kind of a thing in that as well, where there was this virus for the TLD, or there's this entity that's roaming through this online game, and if
Mm.
you get attacked by it, your mental data gets trapped in the game, and your body goes into a coma.
Mm.
And
Oh, so Sword Art Online just ripped that off.
oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
in the same way the Hunger Games went battle royale. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, yeah. So yeah, I wasn't being completely facetious when I
Yeah.
said
No,
the
I don't
better.
know. I don't know what Dot Hack is about. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll get around to playing those games. I want to check in the local only game store in town now.
Mm.
And see if part 3 is still there,
Yeah.
because I'll justify it this month. um,
I also checked my brother's PS3. It is not backwards compatible.
no, it's not. I didn't think it would.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to get a PS2 and then a HDMI converter.
Yeah, well, we have a PS2 upstairs.
Oh, cool. All right, then I just need to get a HDMI converter, and we can play Dot Hack. Um, because emulating PlayStations is just a pain in the ass. Anyway, moving. So we get the K line, which is the warning threshold, and then the L line, which is the connection limit. And that would have a huge impact on the assessment. Then she says like it's life threatening, and I for one do not want to lose my men. That's the trailer bit. I don't want to lose my people, not a single one of them. And then she says, "Please accept my apologies. I'll be more careful. I don't want to be a DMIA either, or digital missing in action." Now, I would be calling bullshit on Satsuki's apologies if she has done this, let's say for argument's sake, 6 times already this year.
There's a bit of a death wish there.
Or she just gets so invested in what she's doing she forgets it exists.
Yeah, she forgets that it's dangerous, like
yeah,
which makes her even more of an airhead.
So DMIA is a term to refer to people who go missing or unconscious during activities in the digital world.
Now, missing is a weird term there.
Yeah.
How do you go missing in the digital world? The unconsciousness, yes, you get stuck in the Digi-core and your body is still back, but do they mean missing? Because they specify 2 different things.
Yeah, and I kind of wondered about that as well. Like, Ryu Senji has said nobody has ever made it to the digital world proper. Are those lies? Or are missing and unconscious kind of interchangeable in this context? Like their consciousness has gone missing. Then oh yeah, I see that. Yeah. Sorry. So like their consciousness has gone missing and their body has fallen unconscious. Is it that is that what they're going for with it? Or do physical bodies just up and disappear? Have they fallen into digital ports and just gone missing?
Yeah.
Did someone put their head into a portal and have it close on them?
Yeah, because it's like the term for someone who has exceeded the time limit of the mind link and whose consciousness can no longer return to the real world.
Yeah.
But they're not missing in that case because you know where their consciousness has gone.
Yeah, but again, if this is a big cover-up organization, officially that person has to have just gone missing.
Yeah.
Sometimes as like we know ourselves, like those people are never found. Like there's how many posters for people have we seen around the city and gone, God, they're still missing. So it's I think these terminal I think there's either either the machine is wrong or
Mm.
these terminologies are just kind of one and the same.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, so yeah, so the warning threshold for DMIA is a yellow card or a K point in ski jumping. I don't know how ski jumping rules work.
No, me
But
neither.
yellow
But
card, I understand yellow card because I know sports ball.
Mhm.
If a mind link is continued beyond the warning threshold of the K line, it will eventually reach its limit, the L line. And that's your red card, the L point. Um, at worst, you will exit life as if you had a head on collision with a concrete wall. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun either.
Mm.
Um, DMIA is a police term for someone who has exceeded the time limit of the mind link and whose consciousness can no longer return to the real world. So, yeah. Um,
Yeah, I feel like we need a slight bit more uh exposition on that.
I want to see it happen in the story because that sounds ghost game levels of Millenniumon killing that woman,
Yeah.
levels of dying.
Yeah.
You exit life as if you had a head-on collision with a concrete wall.
Yeah, like I think it's trying to say that's what it would be like for you, but I don't think it literally means fling you into a
Oh
concrete
no,
wall.
no, I know, I
But
don't mean that, but I wanted to, but
that's
I
the
want to
idea.
see what happens that's what they came up with to
Mm.
describe it. Like
How
how
did they
painful is going DMIA?
Yeah, and how do they know as well if the person is like you exit life, therefore you die.
Yeah.
So who came back and told them that's what happens?
Well, I guess they've just had a couple of bodies drop,
Hmm.
and then the mines are gone. So, but I don't know where the concrete wall comes into that,
Yeah,
unless they have recordings of people go like screaming because their consciousness is being absorbed into their Digimon or
yeah,
something.
that's what I'm saying. We need more.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I
Yeah.
want to see it happen
Yeah.
because, oh, that sounds rough.
Yeah.
um. So Yulin opens Eiji's file. From family, and they have everything from
Mm.
family register to a sketchy biography to video footage at DDL. Um, they postulate maybe he's a student there.
Mm.
There's a lot of hackers, and again, it would make sense because there's a lot of hackers and code crackers that are students there. He's currently freelance, and then they do computer enhance.
Yeah.
And on one of the security camera images, and we see that they see AG leaving Abaddon Electronics with the Digimon linker,
Mm.
and then
I like.
Ryunamon pipes up.
Yeah. Go on.
No, go on, you were gonna say
I
something.
was just gonna say the enhance or whatever. It says the image coarsened by the zoom is reconstructed more clearly by AI processing. That's what AI should be used for.
Yeah,
That kind of thing. Like, you always see oh, have you seen this person? He committed a crime and it is the shittiest footage you've ever seen on CCTV in your life.
yeah,
And you can't even make out the facial features.
yeah.
That's the kind of thing.
How in this day and age is CCTV still awful?
Yeah, I'll never get it. Like we have the most amazing cameras on our phones.
Yeah,
And a bank can't have a good camera.
yeah.
It's so weird. But that's the kind of thing, like, if AI could reconstruct that scene using the pixels to make what it's supposed to look like, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That's a good use for something like that.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I just.
No,
with all the discourse about AI going on, that just kind of piqued my interest there for a sec.
Yep, cool.
Hmm.
No, I would agree. I think if AI was used more for this and less for stealing people's art, maybe it wouldn't be such a bad thing. Or stealing jobs, or write it. There was a thing I saw on Twitter, speaking of that, where this person was like, she's in the middle of writing like a book or like a fan fiction or something, and actually got a comment from someone saying, your story is so good, but I couldn't wait to see how it ended, so I put it into chat GPT and it finished it.
Wow.
needless to say, the author was rightly pissed.
Yeah, like I know you can't really claim copyright over fan fiction.
Mm.
It depends on what it is, I
Well,
suppose.
I look again. I could be misremembering.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was like their own story or if it was a fanfic thing. But I distinctly remember, oh, your story is so good. I couldn't wait to see how it ended, so I put it into ChatGPT to finish it off.
I'd ask to see what ChatGPT said and go a complete different direction
Oh
and
yeah,
ruin the story for them.
oh definitely, yeah.
I would. I'd ruin my own work just to be
Just
like,
to-
no, that's where it went. I don't know what they're talking about. That's
Yeah.
not where I was going with it
Look,
at all.
look, this
But
is
it's
where I
okay for-
hinted at that. This is where I hinted at that. This was all coming. You're all idiots. Yeah.
I know I'd wreck that book.
Because you know me, I love a good foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So I'd foreshadow for fucking everything. And then people would go, but that never happened. Maybe it was never meant.
Oh, the anger I would feel.
Yeah.
You're never allowed to read anything of mine again. Yes.
But alright, so Ryudamon speaks. The figure hololized on Yulin's side looks like an ancient armored dragon. It's equipped with a Japanese-style helmet and is about the size of a large dog, which is probably a common size for a growing dragon.
That's a really weird phrase.
Yeah.
You know, they say something like, "Oh, he's about the right size for a growing boy." You know.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm like, how do we know what size a growing dragon is?
So is that how big Ryudamon is? Like, is Ryudamon the same size? Or are they saying it so that, like, all three prototype Digimon can be the... Dorumon.
Dorumon, yeah.
Because Dorumon is also a growing dragon.
Yeah, well, I guess they're about the same size then.
Yeah, and so which means Lugumon would have to be the same size, because the size of a large dog. But no, like... It is weird.
Sorry.
It is just a weird
I just remembered
turn of
that,
phrase.
I just remembered that. What was that police? Like a traffic report or something. It was like a large boulder the size of a small boulder is on the road. So what was that? Oh, that was
a box-like structure.
Box-like structure.
A large boulder, the size of a large boulder. A large boulder, the size of a small boulder.
Something like that. Yeah, I just.
Or a large rock the size of a small boulder.
Something like that. It was really stupid though. But that's the way that kind of
Brilliant.
Yeah. Then they notice they have the thing on their forehead.
Yeah. So we learned that Ryudamon is also mind linked because it's talking. So did Satsuki just go on a whole thing about how... Not Satsuki. Did Yulin just go on a whole thing about how being mind-linked is dangerous and Ryudamon has been mind-linked the whole time?
Yeah, she's just sat there with him there just casually, not actually going into a fight or anything.
Yeah. Lugumon and the latest Digimon linker. And they look awfully similar, don't they? And then, they talk about the interfaces being the same. And that's kind of where that ends. We just get this really beautiful image of Ryudamon and Yulin. And I did not see this coming. As we mentioned earlier, like, we thought Dorumon and Ryudamon were going to both be on the SOC, and that's why they wanted Eiji. Eiji and Lugumon, yeah. But no, they just... Yeah.
They only have one of them.
Which again, which I think is a lot more... I think it's a lot more fun. The police having one and the crime syndicate having one.
Yeah.
And then Eiji's caught in the middle. I like that a lot. I do like that idea. Especially since we then do a scene change. We moved to a tower apartment overlooking the Denrin district at night. In this one-bedroom apartment, a man exits a shower. He dries his hair and puts on a bathrobe. House coat.
Bathrobe.
Dressing gown.
A dressing gown.
A house coat, yeah.
Oh, it could be a bathrobes are like the towely ones.
No, they are, yeah. That's true. But on his wrist, he still has his smartwatch. So this is where, this is like where, like you, I thought it was still Eiji.
Yeah,
because they mentioned Eiji showering with the bracelet on, but earlier.
Yeah, and Ryusenji said you can. It's like it's not going to damage it, or it's
But.
So where did he get his Digimon linker?
I think Ryusenji is handing these out.
Yeah. Because mentor and boss owns the room which he rents out while studying abroad at the university.
Yeah.
Like, that's a weird sentence, actually.
Ugh.
He rents out the room while he's studying at the university, but abroad.
Well, see, Leon's American.
Yeah, but no, it's talking about the boss.
No, but his no.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was reading that backwards. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
I got what you were.
yeah.
So, because it makes a mention later that um he likes Japanese water, and there's that sort of reinforcement on Japanese stuff again.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think this is. I mean, I don't look at that one oddly because we all have a dish from like another country or another culture that we're just like, yeah, no, this is actually better than what we have.
Yeah.
His choice was water.
Yeah.
Fine. But yeah, he dries his towel. He dries his hair with a towel, puts on his bathrobe. He has his linker on, and when he walks into the living room, he sees a Digimon there. Hololization. There's no light on, but the Digimon itself is glowing with a tiny bolt of lightning, and the room itself is faintly bright. So, Pulsemon's being a lamp?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's just sitting in there, hololized. So are they linked?
I guess so, especially because Pulsemon starts talking.
Yeah, like it's weird because.
What are the rules? What are the rules?
Yeah, like is the mind link only dangerous when you're in the digital world?
Yeah.
Because they seem to just all be linked outside of it and just have them walking around.
Yeah.
Like a little hologram.
Like an Atmon when they were the chip.
Yeah, that's the kind of way it's going. But then it's like it's dangerous to be mind linked. So I think it's just dangerous to be mind linked in the digital world.
Yeah, and that would make more sense because you have the human becoming data.
Yeah, and also we know that like the Digimon god or whatever doesn't like the humans getting in there. So
yeah,
that's why it's dangerous because it'll just go, you dead.
There's actually it's funny that I'm just thinking about Ryusenji just handing out all these Digimon linkers. In Cross Wars Arc 3, there's a character called the Watchmaker or the Clockmaker. And his whole thing is he is just handing out crossloaders for this. So that was the because he has a competition on called the Digimon Hunt. And your way of participating is being given a crossloader.
Okay.
So he's just handing them out to characters, and I'm just like, oh, so Ryu Senji's the clockmaker.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So Pulsemon is just on the internet.
Yeah, Pulsemon's just on the internet looking into this battle that happened at the Castle of Nine Wolves.
Yeah. Also, it's telling us that Leon is grossly unhealthy.
What?
All he eats is takeaway.
Most of his meals are at restaurant or are deliveries, and there's almost no food in the fridge. Yeah, so Leon's just a takeaway junkie.
Yeah. So is Eiji though. He eats diners and
he said we met him at a diner.
And he was so excited to get paid so he could eat a certain type of ramen or something. Yeah.
So him
a pork bowl or something. Yeah.
And we know from that flashback that him and Eiji are friends.
Yeah.
So they're not. So there is. So one of them they've either grown up with the same mentality or one has impacted the other.
Yeah, like he says something later about he used to come over and spend time in Japan when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So they knew each other then. So maybe they don't know each other now.
So Pulsemon's telling him about the Codecracker who went up against 11 on the. Oh no! Sorry, no. This is Pulsemon is the Digimon who went up against 11 on the beach.
Yeah.
And
then he's talking about. He is talking. Pulsemon himself is talking about. Eiji
and the Castle of Nine Wolves. Yeah. Needless to say, Pulsemon and Leon Alexander. Still a weird name, but okay. He sounds Roman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he sounds like a Roman emperor or something.
Yeah.
Emperor Leon Alexander. the fifth.
Yeah. It's just one of those names, like, it's weird.
You know, and then again, I prefer it over, like, he could have just been called Leon Smith. You know, the most American name, Smith.
My sister was talking to her daughter's physiotherapist. He's a new physiotherapist.
Yeah.
But he, like, there were the emails at first from the referral or whatever.
Yeah.
She was like, he has the most American name. She said Ron Swanson, and I was like, that's the guy from Parks and Rec, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's the name you mean. But she was like, it was really properly American like that. And then when he got on the phone, he was American.
Nice.
She was like, it's the most stereotypical American name you could think of, like, but
so isn't that this isn't just the usual sneak busting, police point scoring. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But Ninth Avenue was also known as the Castle of Nine Wolves. And then they go on, it's not a place a regular codecracker would be by himself. They think, well, he must have obviously been a skilled codecracker, especially to, like, repel the Digi-police.
And they used the word correctly there.
Yeah.
Wasn't repulsed this time.
No, they didn't repulse the Digi-police this time. They repelled him. And then Leon asks, so what does he have to do with the SOC? And then they make that weird line where it's like he likes Japanese soft water.
Yeah.
He lived in Japan as a kid and drank a lot of water at the school and the park.
Like, that's a really weird... Like, does he come from an area in the US where the water is bad and, you know, they can get hard water with all the limescale in it? Maybe. But
sometimes our water, even now, sometimes our water is a bit finicky.
Yeah.
So, like, again, it's not one of those things that I look at, like, sideways and go, what? It's like, this doesn't strike me as odd as, like, the way they introduced Yulin. But
it is a weird thing. It's like, it's almost like a little tourism kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, in Japan, we have better water than everywhere.
He likes Japanese water. Yeah, no, I
And
don't think it's
water.
Yeah,
That's really weird.
I don't think it's meant to be read that way. I think I think we're just a bit.
But the fact that it's water, it's not like a soda or a tea or
like a tea or like
water.
ramen or
Water
something.
is water. Like, I know water can have different tastes and different textures, exactly, but
yeah,
you can get soft water everywhere. Like, is there a flavor to it? Is it like, because that makes it sound like you drank a lot of the water at school and at the park, like it was in water fountains.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Than in bottles, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I imagine that it means. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, it's weird to me.
Like, is Japanese water just soft water in general? Like the way, because whatever way it's
filtered.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, depending on what way it's filtered and that sort of process,
or no fluoride, or maybe that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
we'll have to go and find out. Let's go. Right now, just right now. We'll go right now, just to sample the water and see if it's all Leon makes.
Yeah, nobody. We don't care about anything else in Japan. Just want to taste the water.
Yeah. No trip to Shinjuku or Harajuku or Harajuku. I said Haru.
Nothing historical, nothing weeby. We just want some water.
Just the water. Yeah.
Like, I've had water from Jeju Island.
Okay.
Now, it was warm as shit when it got to me because it was flown over from Jeju Island in Korea. But it was lovely. But I wouldn't, like, only start importing, like, Jeju water.
Yeah.
Or if I moved over there, I wouldn't just, water is water.
Funny you should ask. The SOC channel is currently ablaze with rumors about him. I mean, he gave his name to the cops. I'm sure his name is all over the SOC channel already.
Like, he told them his name too, and then went, no, actually my name is Codecracker Fang.
Yeah, well, he told the interviewer.
Yeah.
So it depends on if the interviewer fed it back to everyone.
Yeah, but that's like, yeah, I don't know. It's
yeah.
He has to stop giving everyone his name.
It's like how it should have ended. You know, like the way when they portray Batman in those cartoons, and like he's like, "Hey, you want to know my secret identity?" To everyone.
Yeah. It just goes to show that nobody else calls him Code Cracker Fang.
Oh no, he just thinks that's cool in his head.
Yeah, he like introduces himself and then goes, no, this is my nickname. Don't forget my real name. Just call me this cool one.
So I'm looking forward.
He's like that guy in Hocus Pocus, and he's like, and this is Ernie, and he's like, my name's not Ernie anymore, it's Ice.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's a good one. Yeah, so like I like this. It's a bit questionable in points.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we need to kind of read a fan translation now and see if there's differences in the writing and different words translated differently, and no typos.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, we'll have to read Onkei Kun's translation. Because they're just correcting the translation. They're not re-stubbing it, but they're just correcting the.
Like they can read what it's meant to say instead of what it does say. Yeah. So. Given
basically they're not doing that. They're taking the as is translation and correcting it based on so I trust Onkei Kun's work because they've been part of the Digimon community. Like they've helped with fan subs and some of the stuff we're watching. They're part of the official translation for the Western Blu-ray release of Adventure 99. So like they know their stuff. They've been translating Digimon for as long as I've been in the fandom anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer. So, but I want to get to know Yulin a bit more. I like that they remembered Leon exists.
Yeah. Because I didn't think we'd see any more of him for now.
Yeah.
He just kind of seemed to be a little footnote.
I
thought maybe there'd be another altercation with police, and then he'd kind of jump in and.
Yeah, but I am kind of looking forward now to seeing him and AG's like first meeting. Like, how long has it been since they last seen each other? Has it been that flashback with the barbecue, or have they seen each other since, or?
Yeah, I want to know if they know each other now or not.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have any friends.
No, and judging I don't want to get into a whole the merchandise has spoiled the reveal stuff that we got very into in Ghost Game, and then we learned that just the companies weren't talking to each other and each did their own thing. But we kind of know the end result of their friendship. Based on the dim card.
Yeah.
I won't say any more than that for those who aren't aware or haven't looked at the evolution charts. But we kind of know where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Well,
I would hope this has been planned ahead.
This one, yeah, you would hope. But again, wasn't the last time. So
no.
I wouldn't put any stock in the
exactly, and that's why I don't want to really go any further than that.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling that they'll be at loggerheads and then sort of come to be friends again.
Yeah, they'll have to go up against something else that's
Digimon's god.
Yeah, like it'll be a common enemy for both of them, but they're not exactly allies either.
Yeah.
Temporary alliance kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then maybe goes from there.
Any thoughts yourself about like this one overall, or?
No. The writing, there's a couple of things that are a bit squicky to me.
Yeah.
But I just need more writing about certain characters to see if that comes through further, or.
Yeah.
Like, if it keeps putting the women down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I want to read this anymore.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting now as well to see what other people think of that.
Yeah.
So if it's reading like that for you, put it in the comments. Let us know if you're starting to feel that through it, or.
Do you think Seekers hates women?
Loves police.
Well, I mean, they would It's a police series, so
Yeah.
maybe that's why they didn't get an anime budget for this, because they looked at the Western sort of idea of police now and went, no, we don't want that.
Yeah,
Because
it's
there is,
correct. It's like the police are not seen very favorably right now, so they
yeah,
don't want to put out an anime that
glorifies them.
glorifies them. Yeah, in the current climate, because it just wouldn't be popular
No,
outside
that's
of.
why it's one of the reasons one of the more recent Sentai shows never got converted into a Power Ranger show,
Mm,
because it's a cops and robbers thing.
yeah.
But like, so the cops are rangers,
Mm,
but the robbers are also rangers, and they each
okay.
have their own, like, they both have a red, they both have a this, and they, like,
Yeah.
it's a 3-on-3 thing. And Nickelodeon didn't want it because you can't be glorifying criminals, or, rangers can't be bad people,
Mm,
you know. Or, and then there was the whole thing of, well, the climate and attitude towards policing right now is so low and unfavorable
yeah.
that they can't do SPD again. Like, we've had this. We had the future police.
Yeah.
We've had it, Time Force,
Mm,
Lightspeed Rescue, SPD, at least 3 times.
mm,
It's not a thing they want to touch again for a
yeah.
while, I would say.
Mm,
Um so so multiple ends on the cops and robber sides of it, like not
yeah.
getting that show translated. But and then there's others that they just don't bring over because the aesthetics don't work, in the Western world. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite series is based on trains,
Mm.
because their superpower is imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's like, no, but trains don't sell. Kids don't like trains anymore.
They do.
Collectors like trains.
Mm-hmm.
Seymour Skinner. No, Reverend Lovejoy with his big,
Lovejoy and
with his,
Sheldon Cooper.
yeah. But
Sheldon is obsessed with trains. He doesn't collect toy trains, but he
hmm,
likes trains.
I like trains.
That's kind of a that's kind of a trope now as well, that autistic presenting characters in shows just love trains.
Oh, I don't know if I like that or not.
Mm.
Like,
Like whether it's true or not, I don't know, but
no, well, that I
but
don't.
it seems to be a thing now.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
it. Like, if it's true, brilliant. Like, well,
Mm.
not brilliant, but if it's true, it being a trope, it at least is at least grounded in reality. But if
Yeah.
it's a thing they've just gone, yeah, let's have
Because
them do this.
Because
That's a bit,
in shows and stuff as well, the person who like has model trains and all that, they're always kind of a weirdo.
yeah.
Like you have Gomez Adams playing with his trains when he's angry and stuff, and
Mm.
and again you have Sheldon Cooper, the world's the worst representation of any of those.
Yeah, the worst representation of anything on a spectrum and geekdom.
Mm.
The worst. Um,
Our housemates have a dog named after him. But anyway,
that's not his fault though.
I
Can't
know.
blame the doggy for that. Blame the doggy for a lot, but
He's the worst representation of a dog ever as well. So.
oh, it's just mean. But yeah, I don't really have much else on this. I want to see more. Again, like you, I want to see more before I, like, judge anything too harshly.
Is it all one person writing this?
I believe so.
Yeah. Or is it like a team and then one person kind of puts it together?
I would need to look into that again, but I
Yeah.
think this is
The illustrator is all one person, isn't it?
it's all Mallow, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. It might tell us. Let's go back. One thing I have noticed in that Yulin picture,
Mm-hmm.
and once I pointed out, I don't think you'll be able to unsee it.
Oh. Go back to it then.
I'm going back to it here.
Ah.
That table is not at waist height.
No.
That table
No,
is,
she'll be sitting. That's up to her shoulders.
yeah.
Yeah.
That table is nearly taller than she is.
Yeah. Like, it makes me wonder a little bit. Like,
Perspective's a bit skewed.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I was looking at him and I was like, he is quite big. So I was like, is she further back in the image? But she's really not because he's standing in front of her chair, but
Yeah.
he's right next to it. Like, so if the legs of the
So unless
chair
he's
were,
and the chair doesn't even look like she's leaning back.
she's leaning a little because she has the legs crossed.
Hmm.
But again, that depends on how much
Not
give is
enough
in
for
the
the
chair.
table to be at her shoulders.
No, no, definitely not. But yeah, it's like the computer is up on it, so it's definitely a desk.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And now that I've seen it, like I can't unsee it.
Yeah. Also, the way that she's sitting and looking kind of like she's looking a bit forward, but also kind of down. And I'm like, it looks like 'cause we know she's giving out to Satsuki right now. Satsuki's sitting on the floor.
um. Yeah, I think this like well, no, I think Satsuki's standing. I think you see this and
Mm.
that. I think these are her legs.
Ah.
These shadows here. So I think there she's standing across from her.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
think that as I think that's meant to be like the laces of her boots.
Okay. Oh, I definitely wouldn't have picked up on that.
Yeah, I only say because I was looking at her I was looking at Yulin's boots and they kind of do that they have see the way they have the flap on them here.
Yeah.
That's I'm seeing the flap here, so I'm presuming that's a lace sticking out.
Those boots don't have laces.
Do they not?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I still think it's her legs.
Mm.
Where
It would make sense
it's a
because
weird perspective shot putting the
it is
camera
the
under
camera. It's
Satsuki's
under
legs.
Satsuki's legs and looking up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Good thing she's
weird.
not wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, from this shot, you wouldn't see anything either. Still, weird idea for
Yeah.
perspective. I guess between Yulin and the Digimon, they just didn't want to draw a third character, but they
Mm.
put them in the scene somehow.
Yeah.
Um, but sorry. What were we looking at? Does it mention
Who's
on?
writing it? Yeah.
Let's not say keywords. Oh, DMIA got added to the keyword
Mm.
section, but it doesn't say who's writing.
No.
So
Must be somewhere though. One has to get credited for it.
April 2023 on Digimon Web and others novel serialization and others no space others novel
Oh, there's novel. Yeah.
serialization started. Just typos everywhere. Um,
Uh,
can we look at the fan art?
yeah.
We don't. There's not much of it, so we'll get through it pretty swiftly. Um, yeah, that's what I did. So X will run from the top. Two of them are this. It's just the same,
Yeah.
but we'll run from the top anyway. So we have this really fierce looking Lugarmon head.
That-
Art.
I love that if he was just a head. Like that looks really fun. Like if that was just floating around, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
The ghost of the demon wolf.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. But I do love I really do like this. I like the realism to it.
Mm.
You know, it's like they
Like
took
he's
a
not got his.
it's like they took a real wolf and just gave it Digimon isms.
Yeah, like he's not wearing his muzzle thing or anything.
No,
So that's what he supposedly looks like under it, I guess.
like S.
Yeah.
The interface is pretty good. The ear piercing.
Mm.
I love the fur. The look at the textures on the fur here. The
Yeah.
eye is pretty good.
And the fur coming off his mane thing,
Yeah,
like it's still like it always kind of looks like feathers on him as well.
yeah.
So they pull that off really well as well.
Let me just see. Something here.
Yeah, it's just
There we go.
get up. Yeah,
There we go. Then we have this. Oh, I just opened Twitter. Sorry. This Commandramon, which is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I really like it.
With the brown camouflage.
Mm.
I mean, I don't. From. Oh god. No.
Oh, it's on screen. You can see it.
Oh, that was just the fan art tag I clicked. That's why Twitter opened.
Okay.
I was like, what is Peter Parker doing? This ain't Digimon. Oh, wrong. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. So
do you want to look at the one under that first?
Yeah, we may as well, because it's the same,
it's the same
but
artist,
three colors. So we have like the techno camouflage and the jungle camouflage and the desert camouflage and the ice camouflage. Really good. And it's a good way to repurpose your image a few times. I think I would like if the blue one at the very least had the police branding.
Yeah.
Like the brown one did. But still.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Yeah. No, I do. I rather enjoy it.
Yeah, because he's police, they're like army, I guess. I don't know, the snow one, I guess he's also some kind of army, but
yeah. I think they can just camouflage to their surroundings, so
yeah.
Then we have Digipolice Monzaimon that I mentioned earlier. And oh, it's okay, so it's not a high vis jacket. But
it looks like he operates a school crosswalk.
He does. But I think the shoulder straps look like they're high vis. They're the luminous parts. And his body would be the yellow jacket.
Yeah, but is it Japan where they wear the blue coats with the silver?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
You know, in movies when kids are crossing the street. And
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
But Monzaimon would be a.
And he's got the baton, so the light up one. So maybe he is
maybe
directing traffic.
Maybe he is. Yeah. He's definitely directing traffic. Yeah. I like his little armband with the Sector 11 logo on it. That's pretty good. But he does look like he'd be a good lollipop bear.
Yeah. He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's cuter when his eyes are closed.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Monzaimon are terrifying with their eyes open.
Yeah.
That's why they're always closed, because it just makes them look more cuddly. This is by Nefeshi Flamel. Nateshi, is that a T?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we might have featured art from them before through this.
I'm not sure. I really recognize the name, but you could be right.
Then we have this one with all the adult level prototypes.
That's really cool.
Yeah. From
also
Laserbook.
Laserbook, yeah.
This I love the Darugamon. Then we have Ginryumon.
Ginryumon, that's the one.
And then Lugarmon.
Big spiky boy.
Yeah, it's like Dorumon becomes Dorugamon. Lugamon becomes Lugarmon. And Ryudamon becomes Ginryumon. Like he's the only one that doesn't keep his name
partially. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't flow into the next level. So like even when he eventually gets to, I think the next stage up is Hisiamon or something. Like I'm just gonna struggle.
Yeah.
To remember. But we know Dorugoramon will be next, then Solugamon, and yeah, I think it's.
Is it Solugamon or Lugarmon?
Luga. The gar goes away. Yeah, it's Soluga. But pretty sure it's. You have me second guessing it now. Pretty sure it's Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's Solugamon, and then Fenrir Lugamon.
I feel like Fenrir Lugarmon is hard to say. You're googling it.
Did I mean Lugamon? No, I meant. Why am I not? Yeah. So Lugamon evolves to Lugar. evolves to. Oh, it is.
Oh, it is
Oh,
Lugarmon. Yeah.
yeah, Soul Lugar. Okay, cool. No image.
Mm.
Not sure. And then Fenrir. Oh, okay. So for the Fenrir, he drops the Gar.
Yeah.
It just goes back to Luga.
Too many Ors, that's why.
Probably.
Too many Ors and Ls, yeah.
And but it's also Hell Lugarmon.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think that's maybe why I thought Soul dropped the or.
Mm.
So we have Helugar.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, it doesn't read as Hell Lugarmon.
Yeah.
It reads as Helugarmon. Hello Garmon.
Yeah.
Hello Garmon. Hello Ogremon.
Same with Soul. I was reading it as Solu.
Yeah.
It's hard to not see that as the start of the, and then Gamon or Garmon as a instead of
Yeah.
there being a prefix on the other name.
I think it's because the way they're written. Like
there's no hyphens or anything.
No, like Digimon, like I suppose I can only really do this. Let me do it this way for a sec. Hold on. Right. I have a text box on screen that I can add to here now, right? So Digimon used to be written like this, for example. Right? But I feel lately it's gone that way.
Yeah.
So
they don't highlight different parts of the name.
So I feel like Hell Lugarmon would would be easier to read if they did that.
I feel like they'd have to capitalize the two L's, to be honest, because otherwise it looks like Hell.
Hell no, because Hell is
but H-E lowercase L
it's not Hell. That's still Hell.
I know, but it looks like when you type out H-E lowercase L,
but when you do
capital that, L.
Yeah, but when you do that, it just looks like Hello Ogremon.
Yeah. But do what I said again. Go back to the now lowercase L.
Yeah.
And now uppercase L.
That's like I did the first time.
Yeah, that looks like it says Heil.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, or heel if it's a capital I.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean now.
Yeah. So that might be a reason they didn't go with it.
But even but the Soul Lugarmon, right? I will be done this way. Right. Although it should probably be that.
But that reads it doesn't read as like Soul Lugarmon, you know?
Yeah. But I mean it's Soul as it.
Soul Lugarmon.
Yeah. But it's
yeah.
But it's more of a yeah, Soul is in the goddess of the sun. Lugar as in Lugaro, which meaning werewolf, and then Garm, which is also a massive dog in mythology.
Yeah.
So
if they were to do it,
Sun Werewolf.
Yeah.
His name is basically Sun Werewolf, but I also equate Soul as in solo.
Yeah.
Because
that's what it looks
lone wolf.
Yeah, it looks like it's solo, but solu.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, if they were to do it then with two L's as well, if it was like Sol Lugarmon.
Yeah.
Then you'd run into the same problem. It would look like soil. Yeah. People would have trouble pronouncing it then by looking at it.
Yeah. It's like because even when we were watching,
that's where
like a lot of the Digimon when we were watching like Ghost Game, because we were like Crunchyroll did things this way. So again, like a lot of Digimon, like their names should have been like that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at their names being like that. I'm just like, wait, no.
It's almost like your brain is like you're spelling it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they are. It is wrong, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's like no, because it's meant to indicate that it's not just a Greymon, it's a war Greymon, not just a Wargrumma. You know, yeah. There's a little nitpicky part of my brain that just gets upset. But it does seem like modern translations are going that route.
Yeah. Did they say Doraemon's name in
Last chapter? Yeah.
Is that normally spelled with capital?
Yeah.
Doru?
Oh yeah. And that's a prime example. Doraemon lost his capital letters at some point. Like
That's what I was wondering. I don't remember the
'cause
capital letters being in.
Doraemon used to be spelt like this.
Yeah.
And now in modern age, it gets spelt like any other Digimon's name.
Yeah.
And the reason Dorumon's name used to be spelt like this is because that was an acronym.
An acronym, yeah.
It was digital or unknown monster. Yeah. But you lose the acronym end of things when he's just oh well.
Right,
I mean, same idea, but you lose the acronym when he's just a Dorumon.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the Doru means anything significant. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it is 4 a.m.
Yeah, that kind of this mini-sode is running a bit, so let's
an hour and a half.
Yeah. So let's finish up the fan fiction. Oh, sorry, the fan
art. Yeah.
And we'll get out of here. So we have the angry prototypes. We have Pulsemon working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. I think it's funny. But
with the one hand.
Yeah. Also think it's funny that we're getting Digimon Dreamers translated. So we're gonna have 2 simultaneous productions with Pulsemon in it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see the little guy finally get some screen time, so to speak, since the Vital Bracelet came out. And he was the poster child for that.
Yeah.
And then this is the Lugumon art that I thought was this Lugumon art last week. Or
yeah. Is it the same person? It is.
It is, yeah. So that might be why as well. Same art styles, but I really do like this.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's very shiny and pastel-y. It's great.
That'd make a really nice tattoo.
It would. No, it would. That'd make a lovely tattoo. No. So that's kind of
what's the tiniest Digimon called again? What's the head? The baby head?
Oh, Fusamon.
Yeah. A tattoo of him?
No. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do. When you were looking at me like that, I thought you were hinting at me to do it.
Like, oh no, I was hinting at you to pay for it.
Also, no. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do with your body, but I don't have to pay for the privilege. So yeah, that is everything. Any closing thoughts or?
No, I just want to see more of this because things are slightly making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see more of Yulin, and I'd like her, not to be called out for being mannish.
Yeah. Like, how dare you be butch?
Not even butch.
No, she's not. Like, she's done nothing to even suggest that.
No.
She has the hair.
She's a woman with short hair. Oh,
she's such a lesbian, such a die. I'm not saying that word.
That's what it reads like.
But it does.
Like, they want to say that, but they're just like, no, she's manly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
such a Dick Van Dyke.
And then Satsuki kind of just reads as, God, I hate girls.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's like has the author's only experience with women being like hyperactive teenager or cougar or authority cougar.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of resentment there.
Yeah, because the receptionist
would still fall into.
She falls into
like the authority. Well, maybe not authority.
Depends on her age, yeah, but she has authority over whether he gets into that building or not. So she's that same kind of figure. So yeah, it's interesting. I'd like to see how that goes. How the women are written going forward.
Yeah. Like if we get a 4th and a 5th girl in this, I was about to say show, in this story, and the writing still makes it out like, oh, these losers.
Yeah,
It's
like
gonna.
she's one of those trashy sluts, is the next one.
Oh.
You know that.
She's a lady of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And watch her. She'll be partnered with Lilithmon because that's uninspired and unoriginal, and I could
Yeah.
see it happening for those reasons, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go before I start getting annoyed at things that don't even happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys.
If they eventually happen, then we can be annoyed at it.
Yeah. So, guys, take care of yourselves. This should be going out Wednesday morning, afternoon.
We'll see you tonight.
Yeah. So if you're watching this on the Wednesday, we will see you tonight for episodes 20 and 21 of Digimon Cross Wars.
Yay!
And then on Sunday for episodes 16 and 17.
17. We did 15 and 16 today.
We did do 15 and 16 today. So 17 and 18 of Digimon Tamers. So goodbye from me. Goodbye from Meg.
I can say goodbye. Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from Lugamon.
Forget to put him on screen. Oh no. And then we forget to take him off screen on the other show.
Yeah.
Look, he just does what he wants. Okay?
Yeah, he just, a Lugamon is never early nor late. He arrives when he means to. And with that, we are out of here. So see you all soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.